going on, everybody? Y'all know who it is, man. If you're new, comment, like, subscribe for your boy, man. This that man Dooley, man. The #1 sports YouTuber, historian out there. You understand? So what we got going on today is checking out my favorite show once again. Y'all know I like to comment on this show because I love to watch the show. Now, what the argument of the day is Patrick Mahomes more valuable than LeBron James to his team? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let's tune in and see what the world has to say. More so Stephen A. and Max Kellerman. Alright? This that man Dooley, man. You know.
When the NFL is king, when that's the biggest league in the country, what's going on with you?
Stephen A., what's going on?
What's up, y'all? What's up? I figure, I spend the last half hour of the show, since y'all have no problem with dudes puffing and passing, let me show y'all what it would look like if a commentator showed up. Ha! Let me look the part. How about that?
This is
Go
not
ahead,
what
man.
we were...
Stephen A! Stay off the weed!
I thought someone just didn't do their sock laundry. Is that what that was?
Let me go. Go ahead, Max Kellerman.
Look.
Roz,
That would explain some of these takes today.
He's referring to our last segment, Calvin Johnson using weed medicinally.
The boys and girls, Stephen A. Smith is not actually inebriated.
No, not at all.
Never that. But go ahead, man.
Maybe a little punch drunk after sparring with me on this show for a couple years. Look,
I hear you,
Patrick Mahomes is playing the most important position in American team sports. He's playing it better than anyone's ever played it at this point in his career. Now, the records in terms of being #1 down the list, of course, anyone in this era who's at the top is going to set those records because this is a passing era. But what you said, Roz, was key. It's by far. The era itself doesn't capture all the, doesn't explain it well enough. The reason that Mahomes is hitting heights we've never seen is because so far he's the best to ever do it. Now, if they adjust, if he doesn't come through in the playoffs, et cetera, we reevaluate. So 20 games into his career, when you see Mahomes, and by the way, Stephen A., I said this early last year. I said after watching him play, I'll tell my grandkids, saw Brett Favre's arm, right, and Patrick Mahomes' arm. He has that Brett Favre kind of electricity in his arm, but he can move like Aaron Rodgers, and like Aaron Rodgers, can thread the needle down the field and doesn't turn the ball over. And by the way, he's still a baby. He is the most important and valuable participant in American team sports by far.
I understand what you're saying, man. I do.
You can tell Stephen A. has always been sober from this invitation.
Right.
This is someone who does not.
You've never been high.
Never that. I can understand what you're saying, Max.
Yeah.
When I look at Patrick Mahomes, I look at him 19 games.
Why can't you open your eyes?
16. Hey, man.
Are you hungry right now, Stephen A.?
I'm hungry and thirsty all at the same time, bro. I mean, with 19 games in, 60 touchdowns. I mean, what do you say, man? But I'm going to lean on what my man Troy Aikman had to say. Could you get 33% of the Super Bowls I captured? Or if you Tom Brady, how about 15% of the Super Bowls I captured?
Did you give him Bill Belichick?
When you talk about the most valuable athlete in sports, Max, we just finished talking about him a few months ago. We were talking about LeBron James.
LeBron James!
King James. Three-time NBA
Three-time.
Finals champion, 9 trips to the
9
NBA Finals.
trips to the
global
finals.
iconic figure who, by the way, when he wasn't in the playoffs, the ratings dropped. Oh, by the way,
You ain't lying.
before the playoffs began, man.
Hold on. Not only did the ratings drop last year, let's talk about the economy that LeBron controls. When LeBron leaves a city, that city loses over $300 million. If Patrick Mahomes leaves the Kansas City Chiefs, the city of Kansas City is not losing $300 million. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now let's continue this footage. You chilling with that man. Subscribe right there for me.
killing him. The ratings had dipped on the East Coast because he was out west. He was no longer in Cleveland, and nobody could hold it up, Max. Joel Embiid couldn't hold it up, Max. Kyrie Irving couldn't hold it up, Max. Kawhi Leonard in Toronto, Canada couldn't hold it up, Max. And so when you look at it from that perspective, and then you take into account the brother affects ratings, he's a global iconic figure, and oh, by the way, with or without Patrick Mahomes, my homie, to some people out there. You gonna watch the NFL with or without him? That wasn't necessarily the case.
Okay, Smokey.
For
okay.
LeBron James
just like to see Big Worm.
NBA.
First of all, I just want to commend your commitment to the character.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Right. Look, LeBron is an economic machine.
Exactly.
I understand that. And the nature of the NBA is that one player has a larger influence over the fortunes of any one franchise than anyone in the NFL. I'm just saying the NFL's economy is twice the size of the NBA's. The most important position is the quarterback. Patrick Mahomes is playing it on an unprecedented level. And unlike LeBron James, he's not 112 years old. Frank Sinatra, punch me in the chest, told me that.
You know what? I see what you're saying, Max. You know, Mahomes is really good. He's really good. But he's still no LeBron James. Okay? And he never will be. He'll never will be today. He won't be tomorrow. He wasn't yesterday. Okay? So I'm tired of seeing this footage on who the bigger, most popular, most valuable athlete in sports. LeBron's been the most valuable athlete for about the last decade, ladies and gentlemen. So, with all that being said, this is that man Dooley. This is my take. Watching First Take. Holla at your boy. Get at me. Like me. Follow me on Twitter at Dooley Does This. And yeah, you know, that's pretty much that, man. You know, I've seen enough footage, you know. You know, let me wrap it up for you good people. Y'all stay blessed out there, you feel me? That man!